What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, it's Snake Dog 916 coming at you live from Sacramento. Hey, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell if you want to keep catching this fire content, man. And go below in the comments and leave comments, questions, whatever. I answer them. It's good. I know I need a haircut. I know I need to shave, but I'm rocking like this for right now. Today, what I want to talk about is being a rat. Being a rat, being a snitch, right? Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Okay? So, let's define it. Let's define the difference between being a witness and giving testimony and being a rat or a snitch. Okay. So if you're a common citizen out here living your regular life, never been involved in the streets, not involved in the streets, none of that, and you witness a crime, it is your duty as a citizen to give the police the information about what you saw. That's what the Good Samaritan does, right? Facts. I can't dispute that. There's nothing for me to dispute. But if you are involved in streets, involved in prison politics, or any of that, gang politics, any kind of underworld stuff, and you talk to the police, period, about anything that happened, whether it be saying it's not mine, saying it's his or hers, all you should respond to the police if you're part of the underworld is, I have nothing to say. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. That is the only thing. In prison, even when you get caught on an incident, like a stabbing or a fight or any of the above, when you go, you all have to go in front of a lieutenant for a hearing for your RVR, your 115 hearing. When you get that hearing, the lieutenant or sergeant or whoever's hearing the 115 will ask you, do you have a statement? The only acceptable response to that is, no, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Now, if you feel like you can beat that 115 later after you get your paperwork, 602 it. 602 it. You know what I mean? Or fight it in court. But you don't give testimony. Period. Period. So, and once, let's be clear. Let's be clear. Period. It's not in California or in Mexico or in Brazil or anywhere else. This rule doesn't change. If you're a rat, then you're a rat. It never goes away. It doesn't go away. So, if I caught a case when I was 16 with, let's say, Joe Coolio, and I tell the police, it wasn't me, it was Joe Coolio. Or if we get pulled over and there's a gun in the car and neither one of us have possession of it, and I say, well, it ain't mine, or I don't know where that gun came from, I just picked him up. That's telling. That's snitching. All I have to say is, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go in the back seat. I'll fight it in court. Whatever. But I'll never say, oh, that's not mine. That's like basically saying it's his. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't tell, period. But once you do, that don't go away, bruh. That don't go away. So, like say for instance, if the person who testified against me, they decide, well, he was in a life of crime, right? He happened to be a Crip from 60s, neighborhood 60s in LA. So let's say that We got the crime together. And
what time they're open?
they're closed today, emergency.
Oh, okay.
So let's say we caught the case. He was with me on the case. He testified against me, right? Okay. So I did what I did when I caught him, whatever, right? And whatever happened to him happened later, whatever. But let's say that didn't happen. Let's say he went to prison. And he gets in prison. And he decides, I don't want to be a part of the gang life no more. I don't want to be a part of the street life, which this happens a lot, not just for rats, but for individuals that can't handle the pressure. Motherfuckers run to religion as a way to back up. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with religion. There's nothing at all wrong with religion. If you go to religion and you decide to not be a part of gang life no more, so congratulations, you finally woke up. I did so eventually. On the line, right? After 13-ish years of doing time, right? Level 4, right? However, if that man ratted on me like he did in court, it doesn't matter that he went to religion later and decided to back up away from the street life. When you ratted on me, you were a part of this life. So you're still a rat. That don't go away. Excuse me. It doesn't go away that you ratted because you changed your life. I changed my life. I'm not a gang member. I'm not out here in the streets doing my stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I go to my hood, but because I can. You know what I mean? Because I got family out there. Because I got homeboys out there that still love me. You know what I mean? But I'm not a gang member. So just because I changed my life, everything I've done in my life past is still there. You know what I mean? There's still people I'm sure would let it catch me outside. I'm out here though. If you catch me, you know what I was working with when you caught me, when I caught you. You knew what I was working with then. Ain't nothing changed. It just got seasoned a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to be on that page. The point being is that just because I changed my life don't mean that the past is not still prevalent. It can still come out whenever. You know what I mean? If somebody got an issue with me, I'm sure they might run into me and figure out they want the issue. Then it just be that. That's just what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? And they got that coming if they feel like they need that run back, if it was a fade or whatever. You know what I mean? But to say I lived my whole life in the gang life and decided to quit, but I snitched on somebody or I ratted on somebody before I quit. But even ratting after you quit is a bad thing. If you was part of the life ever, that's a no-go. It don't matter if you change your life. It don't matter if you go to being a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, whatever you may turn into. That just means you leave that life behind. But that don't mean you say, okay, I'm over here and now I'm gonna start telling on all these people that was involved in that. That's the same thing as debriefing in prison. That's the same thing as saying, I'm gonna drop out of this prison gang, or I'm gonna drop out of these gangs, I'm gonna go to this S&Y yard, and I'm gonna tell on all my homeboys that's out there still doing it. That's a rat. Does that make that right because he's not part of it no more? It's okay now that he can rat? It's okay to rat if you're not a part of it no more? If you're not in the streets no more? Everybody knows I'm a family man. I do my family stuff. But I'm not telling on nobody. I'm not giving testimony. I'm not telling on nobody. Period. You do something to me, I'm going to do it back. Straight up. You know, and cats doing all this jibber-jabbing about what they do and what they do. Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear about none of that. I'm not trying to hear about none of that. Prison didn't make me who I am. I was who I was before I went to prison. Let's be clear about that. Nate Dogg was Nate Dogg on the streets before I went to prison. Prison didn't make me like this. I was like this before I went to prison. Prison made me smarter. Understand that part. Please. Please. You know what I mean? Because like I said before, I don't want no smoke. I ain't looking for no smoke. But I damn sure ain't allergic to smoke. I ain't got no allergies. And I live in Sacramento, California. Let that sink in. But I don't make threats, you know, and I don't even see a reason to make threats to nobody. I don't got no beef with nobody. I want everybody to be prosperous in whatever they doing. But if a person is a rat, then a person is a rat. Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from that. It ain't no coming back from that. And I'm not even involved in criminal business no more at all. But if you a rat, I don't want you nowhere around me. You know what I mean? If you a rat, you a child molester, you a rapist, I don't want you nowhere near me, man. Don't come nowhere near me. I'm good. I'm cool. And I don't have to worry about you telling on me, but you a slimy individual. You the underbelly of society to me. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? Man, I'm out here in the Heights right now. I'm in Del Paso Heights right now. Right now. I mean, I can say I'm anywhere. I'm on video, so, but I'm in Del Paso Heights right now. I'm at work, but I'm in Del Paso Heights right now. Outside, in the daytime. Anybody can see me. I don't hide. I'm in my neighborhood damn near every day. For work or for personal. It don't matter. So, I mean, but prison didn't make the man. The man just survived prison. Without telling, without running out on nobody, without hiding under religion to get through my prison term. You know what I mean? Because even after I decided to become a Muslim, I still got into incidents. And I still had incidents that had to do with my city. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. But it was what it was. You know? I still understood what it took to survive in prison. And I acted accordingly. So, with all that being said, man, I just wanted to put this quick video out to say, if you are a rat, then you're a rat. Ain't no drug can cure that. You know what I mean? It ain't no coming back from that. Period. That's it, that's all. Y'all have a good one. If you don't do nothing else, stay loyal.